Graduates and guests, may we have your attention, please? Convocation is about to begin. If you have a mobile device or pager with you, please turn it off or silence it during the ceremony. Thank you for your attention and congratulations. If able, please rise.
Good morning and welcome. We wish to acknowledge this land on which the University of Toronto operates. For thousands of years, it has been the traditional land of the Huron-Wendat, the Seneca, and the Mississaugas of the Credit. Today, this meeting place is still the home to many Indigenous people from across Turtle Island, and we are grateful to have the opportunity to work on this land. We are also grateful to have the opportunity to celebrate the achievements of our scholars who graduate today. On their behalf, let us express gratitude for the support of their families and friends, and for the faculty and staff who have guided them in their pursuit of knowledge. Whatever our own traditions, let us reflect as we proceed through the convocation ceremony and the many years of effort, sacrifice, and success that have brought us to this day of celebration. In concilium Universitates Torontonenses vocatis sumus. Graduates, please remain standing, and guests, please be seated.
Insignissime Chancellare, presento tibi huscus scholaris, ut admentator a graduus verios, testorque eos coad omnicae, statuta requirement aptos e idoneus esse. Graduates, please be seated.
Et perfectum huies provinciae, huiesqua magnae patriae et perfectum omnium nationum, omnibus interis conjunctarum, ago executuitate mihi et toti, universitate commissar. Admitto vos et grados verius, quarum ura vubisto, epito quoquo ut omnia confictiotas munera qua et illus gradus pertinent.
Good morning. My name is Cheryl Reguer, and I have the great privilege of serving the University of Toronto as its Vice President and Provost. And today I have the additional privilege of assisting Chancellor Rose Patton in conducting this convocation. The university is an institution with deep and historic roots and many enduring traditions. Among those is the use of the language of the medieval university in today's wonderful celebration. For those in attendance who, like me, are a little less than fluent in Latin, let me give you a translation. From our part, I said, most distinguished Chancellor, I present to you these scholars, that they be admitted to their various degrees, and I bear witness that as far as all things which the statutes require, they are fit and suitable. Much more significantly, from the standpoint of the graduating class, the Chancellor then replied, to the benefit of this province, to this great country, and the worldwide community of nations, I, by the authority vested in me and the whole University of Toronto, admit you to your various degrees, grant you the rights, and ask of you the responsibilities of all those things which pertain to these degrees. And so, my first order of business, I am delighted to salute you, the graduating class of 2023 from New College. That's it, you are done. I want to bid a warm welcome to all of you who have joined us here in this beautiful Convocation Hall. Graduates, today, the University of Toronto is formally recognizing your hard work, your accomplishments, your perseverance, and this milestone. Speaking of perseverance, you have successfully completed your program in extraordinary and challenging times, and today's celebration is all the more meaningful because of it. Each of you, as a member of the graduating class, is joining an exceptional family of University of Toronto alumni. U of T has a global community of over 660,000 alumni in 196 countries. They are the university's living legacy and our greatest ambassadors. U of T alumni serve in leadership roles in every corner of the globe and in every walk of life. They are prime ministers, justices, scholars, authors, community and business leaders, scientists, and professionals of every description. Their endeavors have shaped the world in which we live and the way that we understand it. We have no doubt that the University of Toronto's high international standing can be attributed to generations of dedicated and very talented staff and faculty, but we also know that our reputation has been built by our alumni, a group that now includes each and every one of you. So, to the graduating class, let me start by saying thank you. Thank you for your many contributions to the university while you were a student, and thank you for what you will do as a member of Canada's largest and most distinguished alumni community. And one more word of thanks is in order. I'm sure all the graduates share a sense of gratitude to the friends and family members who helped them bring them to this special day. I suspect some of the people are right here in Convocation Hall with me. Could you join me in thanking your friends and family? I'm going to continue with the request. Is Abhishek Siwakoti here? Could you stand up for just one moment, please, Abhishek? Welcome. Did you bring friends or family with you today? They're up there? Oh, great. Welcome. Great to see you. I'm going to let you know that one of the distinguishing features of our convocation is that the graduates come forward individually to be recognized. Graduates, you're going to come down this red carpet. You're going to stand here for a moment for your moment of glory, and then you're going to walk back out and around, and then you're going to come back into the hall. Because Abhishek did not choose to be last on the agenda, but if you don't come back, he and his family will be celebrating alone. Finally, let me note that the university is a mask-friendly environment. We ask everyone to respect each other's decisions and comfort levels with health and safety. Similarly, we're going to forego the traditional handshake, but promise to offer enthusiastic applause as you pass by on the stage. Thank you for your understanding, and again, warmest congratulations. It's now my privilege to introduce today's convocation speaker, Cameron Bailey. Born in London, Mr. Bailey grew up in England and Barbados before immigrating to Canada, where he is Chief Executive Officer of TIFF and the Toronto International Film Festival. In this role, he's responsible for the vision, strategy, and overall management of one of Canada's premier cultural brands. That is the world's largest public film festival, which surrounds our campus each September. Mr. Bailey is a member of the Academy of Motion Pictures Arts and Sciences and a Chevalier in France's Order of Arts and Letters. He holds an honorary degree from Western University, and for the past 11 years, Toronto Life magazine has named him one of Toronto's 50 most influential people. Please welcome Cameron Bailey.
Thank you, Vice President and Provost Reguer. Thank you, Chancellor Patton and Acting Principal Ayo. I'm glad, especially glad, to be here with you on Indigenous Peoples Day and on the summer solstice. As a migrant from the Caribbean who is still pretty much solar powered, I'm glad to have a whole lot of daylight to bask in today. It's a good day to graduate. I want to begin with a little informal survey. It's not exactly hard science like you might be used to, but if you're the first in your family to earn a university degree, raise your hand. Me too. Okay, forget raising your hand. Give yourselves a round of applause if you're the very first to graduate university. Now, if you or your parents were born outside of this country, Canada, applause. And if your family has been in what we now call Canada for thousands of years, respect. And finally, if you met someone during your years studying here who has changed your life, a friend, a professor, a partner, a future spouse maybe, no need for applause just this time. Just think about that person and about that relationship that you formed while here, because this is it. This is what matters. You know, this time of year, there are thousands of convocations all across North America, thousands of graduates sitting, waiting to step up on stage and get that degree, with only one thing standing in their way: the thousands of speeches from thousands of olds like me with their crusty life advice. And today I'm yours, hi. But I'm not going to tell you what most speakers in my place do, which is follow your dreams, follow your passion. You'll probably do that anyways. Maybe you always did. But you know, there was a recent article in the New York Times that caught my interest as I was preparing for today, and it quoted a study published in the Journal of Personality and Social Psychology. And it found that simply following your passions was not enough. It actually led to greater gender disparities in academic and in occupational life. It turns out that taken collectively, our passions are actually not just of our own making. They're constructed, and they're as informed by gender norms and other kinds of societal norms and societal boxes as anything else we do. So following your passion, not the whole answer, but it does help to know your passion. And when I was at your stage of life, a long time ago, I'd only just found my own. I began my undergraduate education as an English language and literature major. I grew up loving books, loving what I learned from reading. And in middle school, I used to ride my bike to the public library on a weekend to find new things to read. Yes, I was that nerd. I'm not going to ask you to raise your hand if you were too. But in my second year of undergrad, I took a film course, contemporary cinema. It began with French art house films from the 1960s and went everywhere but Hollywood. Asian cinema, Latin American cinema, African cinema, documentaries, experimental film, political cinema, and I learned that films had their own language. I learned that movies could do so much more than just entertain. And discovering cinema gave me so much of what literature gave me: stories, characters, ideas, language. But it added the possibilities of images and sound, plus the popular reach that movies can have. And I got deep into movies. I started writing about them, thinking about them, sometimes even seeing the world through the lens of cinema. I did complete my English degree, but now I had a new side gig, which was learning everything I could about film. But film was and is just one of my passions, even though it's what I do all day long. I never left literature behind. When I was an advocate on CBC's Canada Reads, I championed a book by Kim Thuy called Rue, about a Vietnamese family making their way to Quebec as refugees. And shortly after I graduated, I got involved with grassroots media organizations in Toronto, helping to start new community-based film festivals, lobbying government agencies to include artists of color and other marginalized people, and open up a wider range of creativity. It's only recently, as I've started to look back at all of my work, all of my interests, all of my passions, that I've begun to find the common core: equity, justice, fairness, all achieved through acts of creativity. At TIFF, we have a mission statement: transform the way people see the world through film. And I love film. I like people, some of them I love, but I am committed to transformation towards a fairer world. That's my passion, and it only took me a few decades to figure that out. I'm thinking you can do better. You have your degrees today in science, you know what brought you into your studies, and you know what you've learned in your courses. But ask yourself, what ties those teachings together with your other passions? When you distill everything you love doing, everything that drives your curiosity and gets your heart beating faster, what's the essence that's left? What's the common motivator at the root of all of your passions? Find that, and find people who share that with you. Because in the end, if I've learned anything, it's that the community you build of people with shared values and shared passions, that's what lasts. The people who change your life during your years here, there's so many more of them out there. You know, I read that 3/4 of new college students come from families who are new to Canada. And since most of you are new on new on new, you have the opportunity to build something new. A new community of people who can transform your world for the better, who can transform each other for the better. It's a good day to graduate. Congratulations, and thank you.
Madam Chancellor, I have the honor to present to you the following candidates from New College who are being admitted to the degree of Honors Bachelor of Science. Lina Abidi. Dina Abtahi. Anshu Agrao. Sima Al-Atud. Kaylee Catherine Alfaro. Khadija Ibrahim Ali. Gabriela Estefania Andrade Quiroga. Kyra Ray Gapuz, Angeles. Muhammad Adil Asif. Garnoor Kaur Bajwa. Vanessa Baltazar. Benjamin Jamie Ban. Yalini Barendra. Talia Jocelyn Barron. Ariane Christina Bohega. Tevan Taharli Bhatia. Merve Bilishik. Valerie Busigin. Terry Augustine Bugler. Taylor Gertrude Burwell. Ivan Bistrov. Jesse Rafael Almaden Camacho. Marianne Rivera Capulong. Andrea Karach. Matthew Chan. Yoon Shang Chun. Chingpo Chung. Eric Cho. Chu Han Chen. Fan Chen. Hong Ru Chen. Jani Chen. Cha Wei Chen. Jun Rui Chen. Kai Wan Chen. Si Ying Chen. Tianzuo Chen. Yi Zhong Chen. Wei Tong Chen. Yu Ying Chen. Jie Cheng. Ji Hao Chen. Jiang Chen. Ti He Chen. Lu Chen. Tu Ye Chen. Chung Wing Cheng. Jia Hui Chen. Stephanie Cheng. Anson Ka Hei Chong. Ho Man Clement Chong. Chi Sean Chung. Ho Wai Colin Chu. Rebecca Eugene Choi. Gabriel Chow. Ian Chow. Mong Yue Serena Chu. Francis Nguyen Chong. Melissa Rose Croft. Han Kui. Sarah Lindsay Cusiter. Wenji Dai. Jo Wen Dai. Ramzi Dajani. Alex Dang. Omri Daniel. Muge Deng. Shirui Deng. Ross Evan Dixon. Kane Alexander Chris Deneen. Lin Ding. Zi Cheng Ding. Miles Trent Dockery. Sevgi Yaren Dogru. Ji Yu Dong. Ti Yang Do. Philippe Selim Edi. Wael Elimam. Talal Fahum. Yan Rong Fan. Ming Yuan Feng. Jean Fredette. Kabir Rishi Gandhi. Chanlin Gao. Yixiang Gao. Ziqing Gao. Kevin Gay. Kay Allison Genova. Savranaz Gorbanya. Sasha Levy Goldman. Madhav Kobakumar. Connor Isaac Graham. Lucia Marielle Gintu. Chen Hui Guo. Jiaming Guo. Zhang Zhang Guo. Tara Haddad. Andrew John Hammond. Fang Bai Han. Lauren Hancock. Yu Ping Hao. Yasin Hassanain. Tong Rong He. Jing He Yehe. Natalie Chin Wei Hao. Tam Ho. Huiru Hong. Joseph Michael Edward Hotz. Jinyu Ho. Yixing Ho. Anne Claire Howard. Stephen Felix Shu. Hei Yi Hu. Hao Cheng Hu. Jing Cheng Hu. Lan Xing Hu. Ada Huang. Jeffrey Zitao Huang. Roki Huang. Rotian Huang. Yi Huang. Sekai Brian Huang. Zhongyu Huang. Wan Huang. James Huyn. Zara Iqbal. Intisar Jamal. Faisal Nabil Jamil. Mingjiang Zhang. Peng Zhao Jiang. Kang Ke Jiang. Jia Yi Jin. Su Tong Jin. Helen Hyeryun Jo. Aram Jolly Marlier. Erica Sophia Kaczmarek. Jacinda Eve Wentworth Callagher. Sky Shivangni Kapoor. Dorsa Karimi. Sabria Kasi. Angeline Kaur Kayla. Dongju Kim. Ning Xing Kong. Ona Kong. Omar Tarek Kot. Mikhail Krasnov. Grace Ku. Yao Kwang. Akshara Randir Kumar. Lauren Adrian Francis Kuchera. Mary Kwan. Katian Lai. Yingjie Lai. Zoe Desiree Lambert. Jia Hun Lei. Audrey Sarah Lee. Hyun Lee. Sojin Lee. Chin Chong Leong. Renee Lucia Leong. Alan Lee. Anson Ka Chong Lee. Cindy Xiaxuan Lee. Quisha Lee. Fei Fei Lee. Hao Wen Lee. Hu Yun Lee. Jasmine Lee. Jahe Lee. Jajun Lee. Jing Lee. Junlong Lee. Kaibo Lee. Linxia Lee. Tianyi Lee. Qiliang Lee. Rochi Lee. Shuya Lee. Tianchang Lee. Xin Lee. Xinjin Lee. Xinqiao Lee. Yanmeng Lee. Zhengxi Lee. Jirui Lee. Joran Lee. Tonglin Lee. Tsun Lee. Channing Lian. Hong Chen Liang. Tse Chuan Liang. Christine Liao. Chen Yu Lin. Hung Min Lee Lin. Jia Xin Lin. Jia Ying Lin. Jia Yun Lin. Jody Jiayin Lin. Si Ching Lin. Victoria Ru Chao Lin. Wenji Lin. Shin Long Lin. Yu Chiao Lin. Anchi Liu. Haoran Liu. Hong Chen Liu. Jingyu Liu. Li Yuan Liu. Ming Liu. Jian Liu. Tianxing Liu. Shuer Liu. Ti Hao Liu. Ti Peng Liu. Selena Lu. Xiao Lu. Juan Lu. Feng Ning Luo. Jin Yu Luo. Yang Liu. Fei Ma. Mini Ma. Ta Yo Ma. Wei Hao Ma. Yongjian Ma. Julia Erin Carbet Macquarie. Nicholas Macri. Nitin Shyam Matani. Wei Ting Mao. Yu Zhang Mao. Andrew March. Julia Marcus. Benjamin Jacob Cole Martin. Emmanuel Mati Amorim. Christopher Matthew. Jiaming Mei. Crystal Doga Mengu. Pablo Velasco Mercado. Emmanuel Eroma Mindanao.
I love you, Lord. Thank you, Lord. And thank you again.
Bernard Miskich. Agagia Mokber. Arsham Moradi. Ivy Yuwa Nam. Nushat Raida Namiha. Madeline Nardin. Shanjivan Netiara Haja. Mackenzie Jean-Louise Neufeld. Jerome G. Rong Ing. Min Do Tian Nguyen. Trong Tien Nguyen. Shi Hong Nie. Sai Vipin Nikam. Julia Olivia Nosak. Flora No. Dabin O. Insok O. Mesomai Manuela Okeke. Konstantinos Papapaskos. Shankavi Paramanathan. Ian Terry Pardinis Niebris. Sion Park. Dwanil Anand Patel. Kaya Patel. Sahil Swapnesh Patel. Veronica Pavlova. Yuan Han Peng. Pavandeep Kaur Punya. Rohit Prakash. Mercedes Prasner. Lauren Peresa Dagenet. Ji Chi. Tianyue T. Xin Yuan Tian. Ying Yi Chao. C.T. Tin. Fatia Rahim. Ryan Raman. Chirag Rana. Hung Ren. Patrick Rigier Ren. Yi Yi Ren. Yoshu Ren. Camera Joshua Reyes. Belisa Rugamba. Tamara Sadi. Emmanuel Carl Sakifeo. Jennifer Sahadeo. Sheena Mary Sajan. Mateus Saraiva de Moraes. Arpita Sarkar. Roxana Rebecca Savin. Lashvanti Shamuganathan. Yifan Shao. Alexander Chi Hang Shi. Sanya Siddiqui. Ayrton John Singh. Pritam Sina. Mulin Situ. Seyon Sivakumaran. Sarmita Simakumaran. Kyler Smalling. Jo Young Song. Saran Srishankar. Taylor Mariah Stanley Timla. Maya Stoyovich. Emilia Stolyarova. Roshi Su. Wenyan Su. Hui Sun. Jingshuan Sun. Chiran Sun. Ruo Yue Sun. Tianchi Sun. Tehua Sun. River Min Sung. Mansi Single. Yuning Tang. Wei Tao.
It's Anyoville.
Anyoville. Rohan David Anyoville Thomas. David Daniel Thompson. Xuan Ming Tian. Alexander Lee Tobias. Abraham Dang Tor. Jackie Tran. David Trin. Xuan Tao. Hannah Sito Terrell. Sumaya Janet Udin. Rishi Vishnav Vankuyan Baraman. Seep Varma. Brianna Jordan Mercurio Violi. Vansh Vora. Tanya Vujanovich. Bowen Roshui Wang. Carlos Wong. Daijen Ru Wong. Guancheng Wang. Hao Yu Wang. Jiaming Wang. Jinshuang Wang.
Love you.
Kevin Feng Wang. Kunyu Wang. Landon Shiwan Wang. Lei Wang. Nani Wang. Chao Chu Wang. Ro Yu Wang. Tianlei Wang. Wei Han Wang. Xiaoning Wang. Yu Yang Wang. Ti Chi Wang. Ti Shu Wang. Zuo Yu Wang. Marek Wasny. Ryan Ali Webby. Ertong Wei. Rebecca Claire Weinman. Kelly Ann Weiss. Ru Chung Wen. Adrian Wijaya. Cecilia Kelly Minar Wijaya. Catherine Ann Wilford. Guan Yi Grace Wu. Jerry Yushuan Wu. Jiaqi Wu. Sichuan Wu. Wanxing Wu. Yi Yang Wu. Candidate from New College who is being admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Science. Abhishek Swakoti.
On behalf of the University of Toronto, and by virtue of the authority vested in me, I hereby admit all those candidates not here present to their degrees in absentia.
As we conclude Convocations, I want to thank you all for your participation and patience and for being here to celebrate with Abhishek and his family. Thank you. To the family and friends and to all of those in the procession, let me say thank you. You have made this a more memorable event for each and every member of the graduating class. I want to thank Chancellor Rose Patton for presiding over today's ceremony. I want to thank as well the many other colleagues and friends of the university who participated in Convocation, whose names you'll find in the program. I now invite the Chancellor to bring today's ceremony to a close.
As I bring this Convocation ceremony to a close on this, your special day, I hope we will see you often in the years to come. We invite you to stay connected. We will be very interested in your journeys, and we know you will make an impact for the better in whatever path you choose. Concilium dimissum est.